Okay, middle of May. Have a little bit of a diary update, I think. So, as we start off, as per usual, not such a muddy lawn. Now, the thing is, I've been regularly putting holes in with the hollow tine aerator. I'll show that in detail another time. But it's beginning to dry out now anyway, what with the time of year. And that will end up being one of the best bits of grass that I've got. And this year, as soon as I've got this dahlia thing out of the way, what I'm going to do is use the hollow tine aerator, put some quite significant holes into that lawn, top dress it, put the seeds on, go the full Monty. Now here, I've done a bit of pruning, but none of my original plans. I'm really waiting for the bluebells to clear out of the way. I don't like cutting down stuff which is working, which is probably why these lilies have survived. Oh, look, a cameraman's shadow. They'll be nice. I can't remember what they look like. But in there I've got honeysuckle, cotoneaster, roses. There's a conifer in there. There's even a tree somewhere. A few weeds. All good stuff. Now, down there, another bank of bluebells. A lot of the grape hyacinths that were there have withered away. And along with it, I think, perished my Helibor. That was in there somewhere. We've got a peony poking its nose out. Even though it's only the middle of May, these roses which are covered in green fly, so I'm glad I spotted that. They're not far off coming out into flower. Now, just for reference, somebody asked me about this twisty curly trunk thing, and they asked what sort of a tree is that. Well, that doesn't actually go with that. That is a wisteria, and if you look very closely up there, that's the top of the wisteria, so it looks as if I've got a hybrid conifer wisteria, whereas in fact that just grows all the way to the top. Now each year, that in the back there, the sweet pea, that grows. I cut it down thinking it's a weed. This year, finally I know a bit better. Absolute wilderness up there of bluebells, but at least the Montbretia, and I mean Montbretia, the common weedy sort, the invasive sort, that's thinned out a little bit. There's a shrub there, I don't know what its name is, answers on a postcard. Nice big box hedge, which I might try and relocate. Well, not the whole thing, but try and get it so that I can mirror my dad's little hedge over there, mirror it on this side of the path, leading up to the first arch, and my line of lavender, bay tree, other tree. This is nice, and again, I don't know what it's called. I think it's some sort of a hebe, but not too hot on that sort of thing. Peonies coming out. Ooh. So they'll last about 5 minutes, but they're nice while they're there. No-go corner. Now I've not trained anything up my new trellises yet, but I've been meaning to get down to the local nursery and get some clematis for those. There, I had a bit of a venture with sweet peas. Let's have a look at the sweet peas. Well, they're not exactly taking the world over, are they really? They've looked like that for weeks. I think it's because I left them in the pots too long, and it's given them stunted roots. Although there's a bit of life, bit of activity going on there. They look like that they could stand up for themselves. But here, next door's cat, for some reason wants to dig holes, and I can't always be here to chase it away. Now, generally, the only messy thing here is the laurel leaves dropping down from above. We've got some little hostas, courtesy of Costco. The Costco hostas are not doing too badly. That's the shrub that used to be by the garage. That's got leaves on it, so I'll take that as a success. rhododendron, probably not. They're all the peonies that I dug. As soon as I get time, I'll pot those tubers. They will grow. They'll probably take another year or so to get over the shock. I just didn't have time to dig them in. Down there are some peonies which I didn't tamper with. They're the healthy looking ones with flowers on. And there's the beginning of this year's dahlia farm. So taking a quick walk around. That's my little arch there. Quite pleased with that. Incidentally, the redness of this fence is courtesy of Cuprinol Rich Cedar. It looks a nice rich reddy brown on the bottle, but now you can see the fence from space because it's absolutely fluorescent. So I was hoping that would die down. It's been on there a few weeks now. It's not going to die down, and the way I'll deal with that is growing a lot of plants up it. So down here, got my vision. I had a vision, and it was for lavender all along the edges of the paths. So I've got this far. That's going to be a dahlia bed, but I've not finished it yet. So here, the dahlias. These are a mixture of the dahlias which I didn't label last year. So I don't know what colour they are, I don't know where they're going to go. I know that some of them are cuttings that I took which formed small tubers. Again, I've got no idea what varieties they are. Mixed in with those are dwarfs. So obviously they're not going to be part of any sort of an arrangement, they're just planted in regimented lines, and when they do flower I will make sure that I label them this year. The very right hand line there are grown from seed. They were seeds that I collected from the dahlias that I had here last year. So that is probably the most exciting thing for me, to see what exactly they're going to look like when they come out into flower, because might be a new species, a new variety in there. That's the extra bit of space due to moving the gooseberry bushes from here over to No-Go Corner. I say that No-Go Corner is quite a triumph. I tend to look at the jobs that I've got left to do and not glory over recent triumphs, but that is one of them. That now looks like a bit of the garden instead of a local recycling centre. I think that's about it really. So middle of May, we're in the ground, engines have started and we're raring to go.